Hello, welcome back to the Stay Fitness channel. If you're new to this channel, my name is Daniela. I'm a fitness nutritional life coach specializing in obesity and diabetes management. So today's video, I'm going to show you guys how easy it is to make your own yogurt. You probably heard it before, homemade yogurt, but I just wanted to show you, and I wanted to kind of introduce you guys to the magical world of fermentation. I think fermentation is amazing, both from a health standpoint, because it's so good for our health, and but also from like connection with the material, with the food. Fermenting your own food, it gives you, is so fun. It's easier than you think, and yeah, as I say, it connects you to the ingredients. You have all the control of what ingredients you put in and how much you want to ferment it, and you have a product that is totally homemade. So I think it's amazing. And in the case of yogurt, so it's buying really good quality milk is pretty like cheap. You can buy like straight from the farm and it won't cost you the earth. But then once you start buying like organic yogurt and stuff like that, it starts to be pretty expensive, and I really wanted to control what type of milk I put in. So usually I've been doing it with Jersey milk, which I found at Aldi, and it only costs like 80p per liter. And for every liter of milk, you get about half a liter of yogurt. So yeah, it would be like, for a big type of yogurt, it would be less than 2 pounds, which is not bad at all. It's like a normal yogurt, but it's not organic or from Jersey cows, which are known to be A2 type cows. They don't have the A1 gene. And you could make it with goat milk. That's the thing, it's so much easier to get hold of really good milk. And even if you have lactose intolerant, because when we ferment milk, there's the lactose into lactic acid, so the lactose drops significantly, so you should be able to tolerate yogurt even if you don't tolerate milk. So you can get really good, even from supermarkets, like organic or Jersey or goat's milk and all this kind of thing, milks, and make some really good yogurt. But yeah, let me show you the process. I'm making it with an instant pot, which makes it super easy. If you don't have an instant pot, what are you waiting for? It's not expensive, it's less than 100 quid, and it will make your life so much easier when you're making broth, yogurt, stews, slow cooked meats, and all, like you can cook rice in it, like all sorts. So I really recommend it, and yeah, you can do it. You can make if you do it same as me, you do it basically while you cook dinner. You set everything up and then you just switch it on before you go to bed. It ferments for 8 hours during the night, and when you come in the morning, it's basically ready. Just a few more steps to make it super perfect, super creamy and thick, and you have yourself so much yogurt. You can make like the instant pot will make probably like close to 4 liters, 3.5 I think. Yeah, you'll have yogurt for the whole week basically, depending on how many people you have in your family, of course. But if you're on your own, even more, like even a few weeks of yogurt. But yeah, let's have a look at how to make it. So basically, all you do, you have to boil the milk first. You add your milk. In this case, I only found 1 bottle of Jersey milk, so I added 2 pints. That was like 2.5 pints of, or was more, I think it was truly, it's on the screen, of organic milk, and then I added 1 bottle of Jersey milk. Jersey milk have considerably more fat than the other milk, so I really recommend to get the fattiest milk. The fattier the milk, the better, the tastier, the like kind of like more round flavor, more creamy, like creamy texture your yogurt is going to be. So I've added all my milk into the pot, and then you set it to boil. You can do this hours before you do the yogurt. Just leave it there, and once it's boiled, it'll stay there, and it has to cool down anyway. So I usually do this while I cook, then I eat dinner, watch my movie and all that, and then before bedtime, all you need to do is prepare a starter, which can be the yogurt that you already made the time before, or if you're new, just find the yogurt that has added bacteria strains, so just like lactobacillus and all this. So this time I made it with this kefir starter, which I thought was really interesting, and it also gave me a different type of yogurt than I had the last time. So different types of yogurt will give you different flavors, different like acidity, so it's really fun to try different starters, different brands. So yeah, like more or less you put 1 tablespoon of yogurt per liter of milk. So I added about 3 or 4 because I had a bit over 3 liters of milk, and add a bit of the warm yogurt. So the milk has to be between around 50 degrees. So I'm gonna put you the instructions in the description box. The minimum temperature for the milk and the maximum temperature for the milk, because if the milk is too hot, it will kill the bacteria. So yeah, you take a little bit of the warm milk into the starter, so you kind of temper the starter so that the starter doesn't get a thermal shock. Add everything to the warm milk, mix it a little bit, doesn't need to like over stir it, and pop the lid on, put it to the yogurt setting for just the fermentation, which will automatically set for 8 hours, and you can go to bed. In 8 hours, gonna be ready. Next day, I just want to say, if it's over 8 hours because you're busy or you overslept or anything, nothing happens. It's totally fine. And the next day, all you need to do is strain it. So some people has those things to strain yogurt, which is like a bowl with like a mesh strainer, but it's easy to do. You can use just a sieve, and then add either like a cloth, like a thin cloth, like a cheesecloth, or some tissue, but just make sure it's like non-colored, unbleached and stuff like that, because you don't want any chemicals to leak into the yogurt. And then you put it into the fridge and you let the whey separate from the yogurt, so we get a nice thick kind of Greek style yogurt. The more you let it sit there, the more Greek style is going to be. So when I made it with just Jersey milk, I achieved literally cream cheese basically. It was so creamy. This one, because it had less fat, I think it was less creamy, but it's so, I don't know, I love these kind of differences. It's like when you make sourdough and all this kind of thing, just learning about culture in terms of bacteria and how different milks behaves, I think is like super interesting. But yeah, and then once you strain, once you're happy with the consistency, you pop it into a bowl. And this is up to you. If you're happy with a bit of a lumpy yogurt, you can leave it as it is. I want it super creamy, so I just took a stick blender and just blend it out. If it's too thick, you can add a little bit of whey back until you're happy with the consistency, and then pop into a clean jar and keep it in the fridge. It keeps for like 1 or 2 weeks, no problem. The more it's in the fridge, I observed, the thicker it gets and the more tart as well, because the bacteria of course keep growing. And also with that whey water, you can cook with it. It's full of good bacteria. I marinate chicken with it. I use it instead of water, instead of milk in recipes, so don't throw it away. You can put it into your milkshakes, protein shakes and all those kind of things. And yeah, here you have, like, it's such good yogurt. I'm happily eating because I know it's like organic with grass-fed milk and all that. And it just, I don't know, it gives me some satisfaction to make something from scratch. Yeah, so basically this is what I wanted to show you. for today is how to make homemade yogurt. I would really recommend you give it a try. Also, if you want to add some flavor, when you warm in a boil in the milk, you could add vanilla pod, or you can, when you blend in it, you could add some berries in. If you give it to your children, maybe you want to add some fruit, some honey, you can blend it in, make like strawberry yogurt. When you buy yogurts like commercial strawberry or like any fruit yogurt, they load it up with sugar. They're super sweet, so it's a good idea to just make it yourself and control how much sugar you put in it. But yeah, I hope you guys give it a go. I love making homemade yogurt now that I've learned, and I love, as I said, trying different starters, seeing how they behave differently. And yeah, I hope you get passionate about fermentation as well. I'm gonna play with it more. I want to ferment like carrots and stuff like that. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe to my channel. I'm getting close to 1,000 subscribers, so I would love if you could subscribe, watch my videos, share them with your friends, and yeah, I will see you next time. Bye.